A girl with blonde hair dressed in a black hoodie walks outside as several media people continue to follow her while taking pictures of her. She voices her thoughts that fantasy tales are nothing but lies, as magic spells in these tales always break in the end. Suddenly, she runs to the nearby street and scans a coin that activates a magical portal in the ground, and she flees into it while people continue to search for her. Later, we see a girl with black hair riding on a dragon-like broom to pursue a rampaging dragon. She casts a magic spell to stop it, but another fierce dragon comes out of the forest. She attacks him, but the impact throws her away with the other dragon. The earlier blonde girl intervenes and casts a magic spell that saves the girl's life. She asks the girl why she went on a harvest alone, to which she sarcastically replies that she is not the one to talk to because she is already late. The blonde girl's name turns out to be Ninny Spangcole, a famous idol in London, while the other girl's name is Noel Niihashi, an ordinary student. They are both wing-bind members that monitor and manage dragon-related affairs in reverse London. The two continue to clash as they travel to their headquarters to get points and rewards for this harvest. Outside the building, a guy named Balgo Yawin Parks is seen with a flying dragon named Oshi. Billy Banks Jr., the captain of Wingbind, asks the girls to save him, but they refuse to do so because they are not compensated for this extra work. He offers them extra money and they end up accepting the task. Just when Balgo is about to fall, Noel intervenes and saves him and calms Aoshi as well. Suddenly, they are attacked by another giant dragon. Ninny casts emergency taps in the surrounding area while Noel casts a stun magic attack at the dragon that silences him. They begin to cheer up as they get another bonus, but the dragon heads fall, and his entire body begins to attack them while becoming black. Noel and Ninny rush out and call the headquarters for emergency protocols. Noel tries to call for reinforcements as it is not their duty to deal with black dragons, but Ninny stops her from doing so and tells her that this is their chance to prove their power. She charges straight towards the dragon and casts some spells that deal fair damage to it. Balgo and Oshi ends up near the black dragon, but Noel saves them again. On the other hand, Wingbind Supreme Powers called Top of Horns continue to observe this whole scene from their meeting room. One of the members says that they should eliminate Balgo the Dragon-clad, as he is becoming more troublesome day by day, to which the members of the council agree. In a post-credit scene, we see a girl taking care of a dragon in her room while a man intervenes in her room. The girl's name turns out to be Macy Baljor, a member of Ninny's idol group. The media released a piece of fake news that Ninny banned her from the group, causing her much grief. Her dragon, named Ellie, smashes a glass into the TV as she gets mad for her sake. Later, Billy orders Noel and Ninny to investigate the case of an illegally reared dragon in the West, but Ninny gets angry over it and drops his papers, much to his dismay. Eventually, they end up going for the investigation. Moreover, the chief orders them to take Balgo with them as he has the ability to attract dragons toward him. However, Ninny is not happy with this outcome because she hates Balgo as he's dumb. Balgo voices his thoughts that he is pleased to get a ride with Noel. He further adds his desire to feel her chest, to which she gets angry and teases him. Later, she gives him the Piper's Mantle and a pipe of mages as the chief wanted him to be a part of their team. Suddenly, an explosion happens in a nearby building, and the trio ends up going to check whether a dragon is involved in it. The building belonged to the Realist Media Group. That's why Ninny didn't want to come here. She notices a girl in the building and rushes towards her on the dragon broom while Noel follows her. She meets Macy and asks her why she is in reverse London, to which she replies that this company writes bad articles about her and Ninny, and that's why she's here to destroy it. Ninny tries to reason with her, but all in vain. The earlier dragon named Ellie appears beside Macy and attacks Ninny, but Noel counters the attack with her magic gun. Upon seeing the friendship between Ninny and Noel, Macy begins to throw things at them, forcing them to retreat. Ninny tries to reach the roof, but suddenly another explosion happens, causing her to fall. Fortunately, Noel catches her, and the earlier man, named Bruno Banglefife, appears on the top. The scene shifts to Billy, who is sneaking around the council room, but Sullivan Squire, a member of the council, notices him and tells him to take care of his subordinates as the elimination order for Balgo has been confirmed and will soon be announced. On the other hand, Bruno had created a situation to frame Balgo, but Noel intervenes and saves Balgo. Ninny surprises Bruno from behind and asks him about Macy, to which Bruno confirms that he brought her here, but she was already raising a baby dragon in front London, and she is a watcher, much to Ninny's shock. Bruno catches her off guard, but Noel intervenes and attacks him with powerful magic. Using this chance, Ninny takes Macy with her and escapes. In frustration, Bruno summons his own dragon and swears to hunt them down. They take refuge on a high tower while Noel puts a barrier to hide them. Upon asking, Macy explains that she found Ellie as a baby on the road and raised her. She became a source of comfort to her. Later, Bruno destroys the barrier and tells them to say their final wishes. Bruno shows them the elimination warrant of Balgo and tells them that they are doomed, as every mage and witch in Reverse London will be coming for them soon. Ellie follows them and attacks Bruno using stealth mode, much to his surprise. Suddenly, she turns into a full-fledged giant dragon after molting into the moonlight. Bruno explains to them that she is indeed one of the 7 legendary dragons named after fairy tales. Among them, Ellie is called Cinderella, with the power to produce star ash that destroys everything upon contact. Bruno decides to hold off the capture of Balgo. As he is about to kill Ellie, he charges straight towards her on his dragon and summons a creature called Hunger Shadow to attack her, but all in vain. On the other hand, Ninny and Noel follow him as they are no longer safe at the tower because of star ash. They end up forming a temporary alliance with Bruno to take Ellie down. On Bruno's orders, Noel and Ninny cast a magic spell that traps Ellie in it, while Bruno releases his particular magic spell that envelops her, hoping that she will die because of the star ash explosion. However, she survives, while others sustain injuries. Later, Ellie charges straight towards them while Ninny and Noel try to put on a shield, but all in vain. Macy tries to reason with her, but Ellie cannot recognize her anymore because of her wild activated instinct. Suddenly, a sword pops out from the pipe given to Balgo, which causes Ellie to calm down. Shortly, a beam of energy out of nowhere pierces through Ellie's head, causing her to die. Later, we get to know that Billy fired the beam of energy to help his comrades in need. The next day, Ninny lashes at Billy as they get shadow achievement points, to which he replies that they didn't land the final blow on the dragon, that's why they have gained low points. He introduces a new member of their team that turns out to be none other than Macy herself. On the other hand, Bruno requests the council to take back the elimination warrant of Balgo, as he might be the reason they happen to slay a legendary dragon, and it will be wise to keep him alive. Sullivan notices a hole in the window and deduces that Billy indeed helped them in the end. Noel hugs Balgo in the end for no apparent reason. Suddenly, Ooshi tells her to show her panties, which infuriates her, and she begins to attack him while Balgo continues to run alongside with Ooshi.